This is going to be the first episode in our City Skylines Nexus series. Let's go ahead and change this to Nexus. Also, this is going to be my first ever video, so there's that. Alright, so we are playing on the Spring Valley map, and I just want to give a shout out to this map real quick. It is amazing. I will link it in the description for anyone who wants to check it out. But right here we have our starting square. From here we are going to extend out a main road just all the way out here, like that. Now to plan ahead, let's see where our industrial area can be. So the wind's blowing this way, so most likely I'm going to want to extend this road out across the river and have an industrial area over here. So let's go ahead and make a road that does that. Perfect. And then once we unlock a few more tiles, we can make our industrial area. But for now, let's think about our starting grid. And I think I want a nice downtown area over here, pretty dense, and a bit of a low density residential area over here with some waterfront housing across the river. So let's go ahead and start with this grid. Want it to be as dense as possible. So let's say like that. That looks good. Let's remove this little visual glitch. Alright, looks good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these to, let's say, here. How many squares across is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for all of them. Alright, now for this road right here, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to an arterial road, because eventually I want this to connect to this highway and give us a second connection. Okay, now let's think about this other side. I want some low density residential over here. I think I'm going to start with another arterial road. We'll have it come out like that. I'm gonna have that one connect to this road. Just like that. Now what this does is it makes it so later on when we have our industrial area over there, cars will be able to come across this road to get there instead of going through the downtown area, reducing traffic in this area, which is what we want. Okay, let's think about our low density. What are we gonna do here? Thinking some pretty wide grids, just up to here, just like that. It looks good. Now a connecting road would also be pretty nice. Alrighty, I like the way that has worked out. Other than this, I'm gonna move this over 1 or 2 tiles. Let's say 2. Alright, there we go. That's all fixed now. So let's add a second grid for some row housing. Which I want this grid to be a lot smaller. Alrighty, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Now, let me go ahead and add this road that will run parallel to the river. Perfect. Alright, that is where all of our low density waterfront housing is going to go. Now finally for this area, we are going to add a tiny bit more low density. Okay, so I'm happy with this area now, but I see this grid and I want to extend it out a bit farther. So it's just like that. Alright, that's a bit better. Now, before we start zoning anything, there's a few things I want to do. First of all, of course, I need to connect the utilities. So let's do that. Oops. Okay, now that we have the utilities connected, we can start thinking about some pedestrian areas. And now this downtown area is... I'm thinking about adding a central pedestrian area. Just like that. We'll have commercial zones and parks, that sort of thing. Over here in the lower density areas, I'm simply going to use pavement paths to connect everything together. Okay, we do have an extra little grid on this side of the road that we're going to use for this path. Perfect. Okay, so for now, that is all we are going to do for the pedestrian paths. We will surely add more later. But let's go ahead and start zoning this low density residential. A bit of commercial along Main Street, which we can go ahead and rename now. Alright, and now that we have both of those zoned, we can resume time and speed it up. Looks like we are missing sewage. Awesome. We'll just let that all zone in real quick. Okay, so most of it has zoned in and we still have very high demand. So let's go over here, add in some more low density. And we can go ahead and zone in our waterfront housing. We need to make sure that none of this gets in the river. There we go, we have reached Tiny Village. So after I finish zoning in this, we're gonna go ahead and unlock a few more tiles to put our industry in across the river. Alright, there we go. We have unlocked some more tiles. We can extend this road out just up until there. Maybe a bit longer. Now we're going to grid out a very small portion of this. Let's say on the right side. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead and zone in some industry. Just get our demand meter back down. And now if we look at our demand meter, we can see some medium density demand. We are going to put our medium density along these side roads right here. Perfect. Now to fill in the rest of this with waterfront housing. Alright, let's go ahead and add some public services. Now I want to add this medical clinic somewhere over here. Let's add it right here. Okay, our commercial demand has flown back up. Let's add some commercial along this street. We'll go ahead and add it over here too. We are going to use our 1 point and advanced road services. We're going to use that to fix this intersection right here, which has a few little things wrong with it. Then we're going to remove this traffic light. Alright, our demand meter is coming back up a good bit. So let's go ahead and zone some more low density residential on the outside of this grid. For our medium density, we are going to start zoning in some of our downtown area with this. Now over time we will upzone this, but for now we're going to leave it as is. Look at that, we have unlocked medium density housing, which we will place in between this commercial blocks in the future. See, we have also unlocked education. Go ahead and put an elementary school, let's say on this road right here. Alright, looking good. This game always has high elementary school demands, so we will go ahead and put an extension wing in there. Now, let's take a look at this pedestrian area. We're going to put commercial around it, and eventually when we unlock parks, we'll put parks in the center. Okay, our commercial demand does not seem to be going anywhere but up. So let's add some more commercial on the other side of Garnet Street. Let's also fix this little pedestrian crossing that should not be there. Awesome. Now we are going to add our medium density housing right here. Okay, as we can see, we have a bit of demand for hearses. So we'll go ahead and unlock this and find a good place to put it. Right there. Alright, we have unlocked a large village. With that, we unlock specialized industry. For now, we are not going to mess with that at all, but that is something we will definitely use in the future. Let's add some more commercial. And let's find a good place for our police station and our fire station. Now for fire station, we will be adding two. One in the industrial area. So I was thinking, we might as well put this one farther on this side. Let's have it right here. Then we'll put one kind of in the center of the industrial area. And we are going to mess with taxes a bit. We're going to give a huge boost to industrial demand and lower the commercial demand a tiny bit. Increase the residential demand by a tiny bit as well. Later on, industry will give us a lot of money, which is why we have lowered their taxes. Alright, let's see what's making people unhappy. That is high crime. Oh, that's because we forgot to place the police station. Let's go ahead and pause the game and add that. We are going to put 2 of these down. We have one right on this corner, and one a bit closer to downtown. Put it on this corner. Let's go ahead and add some more medium density housing across this side road. Then add some more commercial in downtown once again. Our industry is booming. We are going to extend this grid out on the other side. As more and more people come into this city, this intersection is going to become very congested. So what we are going to do is unlock these 2 tiles and add our second connection. Now, this road is going to be parkway style. We are going to go ahead and name it NEXUS Parkway. We're going to go to the progression tab and unlock highways, just so we can add these asymmetrical roads near the intersections. Perfect. Now I'm going to mess with zoning a tiny bit. I might speed this part up. Just depends how this goes. Okay, we have unlocked Grand Village. Right now I'm going to slow time down a tiny bit, just so I can mess with these roads over here. Let's see how it turns out. Okay, I am liking how this turned out, so we will continue on after I fix this little grid. Awesome, we have our first high density demand, which we will go ahead and put in the center of our pedestrian area. We've also unlocked parks, which we'll be putting plazas all over the place. Okay, awesome. We have placed parks all over. These abandoned buildings are kind of getting out of hand. I'm not sure what they're coming from. But now let's add some more medium density around. Let's go ahead and upgrade this road to an asymmetrical. And change this back to Nexus Parkway. So far, so good. Let's mess with taxes a tiny bit. Let's bring industrial back up to 0. Residential down to 0. Commercial up to 20. And then offices to -10. I want this to be a very massive office city. We're going to start the offices by making this entire area an office area. Alright, now that we've left time running for a bit, let's go back down here. As you can see, our office demand is insanely high. So we are going to add offices to the other side of Nexus Parkway. Now, of course, offices need some workers, so let's add a bit of medium density rows. Let's remove all of these abandoned buildings. So I'm not sure why our low density residential's demand is not going up. If anyone knows why and would like to let me know in the comments, that would be very much appreciated. Alright, we are going to add another office area right over here. And we'll just go ahead and grid out all of this for offices. Let's check out some stats. Healthcare. We're looking good on healthcare. Fire hazard is low. Crime rate is looking good. That's what I meant to say. Now this is something I need to start working on. We don't have any high schools or up. So we will go into here, unlock colleges, start working on a little college campus right here. Okay, we can go ahead and put the college down right there. Actually, we'll move it over one, just so we can fit in a small road coming behind it. Perfect, okay. Now we're gonna add a bit of medium density for the college students back here. Then some commercial. Perfect. Now we need a high school. And we can place the high school right here. Or since our low density demand is not going up, we can place it right here, let's say, in the center, or kind of the center of the city. Perfect. There's very good walkability to the high school. And we can go ahead and unlock parking lots, because high school students do like to park. Or do like to drive, I meant to say. And we'll make it the maximum price. We'll add some offices to this side. A bit of commercial and medium density on this side. Now, let's give it a second to run right after I destroy all these abandoned buildings. Alright, now that we've had it running for a bit, let's remove these abandoned buildings. And then, let's add some more offices, thanks to our very massive office demand. And we might do a tiny expansion to the industrial area. Let's say just like that. That's all we will do for now. Okay. Let's go ahead and fill in some gaps with medium density. And let's add another crematorium. Why not right here? Or let's make it there instead. Perfect. Sadly, I do think we will have to change this from low density to medium density already. Because this low density does not seem to be working pretty well. Let's add some internet service to our city and a post office. We'll have the post office right on this corner here. We'll add mailboxes all over. Okay, that looks good for mailboxes. Now, I don't like these radio towers in the middle of my city, so what we're gonna do is unlock the server farm, which works just as well, if not better, than the radio towers. These are pretty big, so let's find a good place to put it. This corner does catch my eye. See how well it fits here. I think that would do okay, other than this transformer station will have to be moved over. Let's go ahead and put that there. Now we can go ahead and place this. We'll give it both of its upgrades. Look at that. Unreliable healthcare coverage. Maybe we should add a second medical clinic. Right here. We'll give this both of the upgrades as well. looks like we need some more parks. Let's add a plaza right here. And a small park right here. Let's see. Let's add another plaza right there. Park maintenance. Let's unlock that. And we'll put that right here next to the server farm. Awesome. We have unlocked Boomtown. And I believe this is just about where I'm going to leave it off for this video. Next video you can expect some public transport. What I want to do is add a tram line around the city. But for now, this is where we are going to leave the city of Nexus off. If you've watched this far, I would appreciate a sub and a like. That'd be awesome. If anybody has suggestions for names for roads, like Moore Street, we will change this road name. And also Garnet Street, we will change that road name. Put them down in the comments, and whichever one has the most likes, we will change it to. Awesome, thank you guys, and see ya.